Get ready. Hello Internet, welcome to Game Theory, where the only way to play is by blending every prescription drug from your cabinet into a smoothie and taking a drink every time you watch one of my videos. Today we're going to be looking at Super Smash Bros., a game that's been settling who would win in the fight arguments for 16 years. I mean, Pichu versus Game & Watch, Pit versus Wario, Little Mac versus Rob. I could invent a crazy-ass story about each of these matchups and make insane dosh from ad revenue. But in this episode, I want to talk about the story of these games. Yes, there's a hidden lore behind the Smash series. And while the games all feature exciting gameplay and uplifting tales of adventure, the story behind it is all incredibly controversial. So choose a character and set your stock to 4. Because we're getting ready to take a lure tour. A lure tour. A lure tour. At the end of Classic Mode in every Smash game lies a giant, magical, disembodied white glove known as Master Hand. Here's what you have to ask yourself. Why, in a game filled with Nintendo's greatest heroes and villains, is the boss the hamburger helper guy? Did Luigi cut off Mario's hand and give it a mind of its own? Does the last fight take place in my sex dungeon? Probably. But no, the popular theory is that the characters in Smash are toys, and that Master Hand is actually the hand of the homosexual man that owns them. The fight and adventures you go on throughout the games are just imaginary scenarios this nostalgic Nintendo fan comes up with when he gets home from his 9-to-5 job at McDonald's. So let's look at the facts and see if this theory has any legs, hands, gloves to stand on. The key piece of evidence to this theory is the feminine ways the hand moves. It's obviously a man's hand, but look at the way it grabs characters out of the toy box. There's no way this hand belongs to someone who likes chicks. The fact this hand is wearing a glove means it's probably an older person, maybe in their 20s. What adult would be constantly playing with toys? A gay one, that's for sure. I mean, look at the toy room in Melee. This dude has art, plants, and his shelf is clearly nice and organized. There's no way a straight gamer would have his stuff looking so nice. Let's skip to Super Smash Bros. Brawl. In the single-player game mode, called the Subspace Emissary, Bowser, Ganondorf, and Wario all try to turn the other characters back into toys, under the command of Master Hand himself. But here's the thing, everyone knows that Bowser wants to bang Peach, and Ganon wants to bang Zelda, so why would they be turning these characters into trophies? It's clearly a plan Master Hand created so he can have hot gay sex with the 3 villains. A couple years ago, this would have been the perfect ending to a wonderful trilogy. But then Super Smash Bros. 4, the Wii U and 3DS came out, and the truth behind the story was revealed. It was almost as if Master Hand was the hand of the game director Masahiro Sakurai himself, and he's gay. Now listen, I've created these BS stories enough times to know that that's a crazy jump in logic. But let me explain. Think back to our man, who we've watched be gay throughout the course of these games. That man is Sakurai. The Super Smash Bros. Franchise is his story. The Smash Bros. Story represents the anger that Sakurai feels against the discrimination of LGBT people that still exists in Japan today. This is a quote coming from 2 weeks after gay marriage was legalized in the United States. It was tough for me to see the United States, the United fucking States, is becoming more tolerant than my own country. Every time something like this happens, I kinda want to move just to the US. I'm not gay though. Sakurai has spent most of his life on these games. He's now 44. The guy just wants to stop making games and be gay, but he's being held by Nintendo against his will to continue on. He'll fight, certainly, But in the end, all he can do is give up and put it in the hands of the player. The player, in the game and in real life, is one, and only the player can end it. Ask anybody who works on a video game, and they'll tell you what a personal undertaking it is. How much of themselves goes into every single project they work on. Smash is no different, even if it does just appear to be a simple crossover brawler. Make sure you use your master hand to click that subscribe button, or click here to check out our playlist of our best shitposts. You clicked this video, so clearly you must love shitposts, so go, click here and watch the best ship videos on YouTube. But hey, that's just a theory. A game theory. Thanks for watching. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go bleach my eyes and rinse my mouth out with soap.